What is driving them is they feel they are tantalizingly close to a restoration of white supremacy, which they wrongly think is going to be good for them and good for the country. That white supremacy actually does not benefit them in the ways they think it does is very important.
The central idea here is that the biblical figure of Esau represents the final chapter of human history. You may not have heard this in church because many pastors have been trained in schools influenced by the very system they should be warning you about.
And if you don't understand that this administration is not driven by fear of the Epstein files, this administration is not driven by a fear of public opinion. They don't care about the polls. This administration is driven by the desire to reinstate white supremacy in this country.
As we get closer to the end of this age, this power structure is going to become much more aggressive because it is backed by Satan. Interestingly, this power doesn't rely entirely on weapons or money to succeed. It relies on people not knowing the truth.
Trump supporter and billionaire Elon Musk wrote 100 above this message on X, which read in part, quote, "If white men become a minority, we will be slaughtered. White solidarity is the only way to survive." That's known as the Great Replacement Theory, popular in white nationalist circles, that falsely claims the white population is being intentionally replaced by non-whites.
And you notice the white fear. If we don't come together, they're going to slaughter us. Who's going to slaughter you?
This is strategic racism.
Nobody wants to slaughter white people. People just want to go to work, get promotions, and live their lives. They're not interested in slaughtering you. You are interested in slaughtering people, so you think everybody wants to slaughter.
The easiest targets are those who aren't interested in deeply researching God's wisdom for themselves. Therefore, the text predicts that Esau, identified here as the force of white supremacy, will launch one final desperate attempt to gain total control over America and the world.
Donald Trump in the New York Times saying the civil rights movement is damaging to white people. People didn't get jobs and weren't able to go to school because of black people. That's insane. That's not true. That assumes that every single position should be filled by white people first because they deserve it. And then we should get whatever's left over if they decide, if they're full, if they've eaten, gorged at the table and they decide to throw us some scraps. But otherwise, anything we get that they don't get is a crime against humanity. And I've written about this in my book, Qualified, that freedom itself is what was abhorrent to white people. When black people got freedom after the Civil War, our freedom was what was terrorizing. Our freedom was offensive, and our freedom has been offensive ever since then.
The smoke of the Civil War had barely cleared when the black codes emerged. Laws engineered to force newly freed people back into conditions that mirrored slavery in all but name. Today, this history is being deliberately erased, dismissed as poison, and mislabeled as critical race theory. But history is a map. Destroy it, and you lose all sense of direction. A nation cannot move forward while denying where its darkness began. We came from an economy built on cruelty. If this country truly followed the cross it claims, injustice would have been uprooted long ago because oppression has no place in the kingdom. Reforms were attempted. The civil rights era produced protection, though imperfect, cracked armor, not a cure. But flawed armor is meant to be reforged, not discarded. Instead, we now see mass deportations and laws that echo old supremacist systems. They believe they are shaping the future, unaware they are replaying an ancient script. The signs are clear. We are living in the final days. We are living in the final days. Much respect to everyone who listens, supports, and continues to stream my music. Hear more at www.mrtalkofnewyork.com.
Mr. Talk of New York, on track. Half man, half amazing. I got feelings too.
Meats, cheese, and veggies to make a sub that's just right for you. Come in and create yours today. Subway, eat fresh.
Bruh.